Okay, start. So in the last class, we started regression line. Do you remember? Okay, so we are continuing that. Is if you have series space number 368 in a book. Okay, 368. I continue from there. So we completed regression line. It was like this. I'll just give an example, then you'll understand what was the last topic. So it was like this. Y equal to, so we have done regression line. Regression line. Done. So it was y equal to a plus bx. Do you remember? Yes. So it was y equal to a plus bx. We found this equation where this b and x we are finding by using this b equal to summation of xy minus a mod x mod y by summation of x square minus n summation of x bar square. So this is what you used to get b, and a was y bar minus, and a was y bar minus, just a minute, so y bar minus b x bar. So it was a, right? This is the last topic. Which one? Numerator, sorry, so it will be n. Okay, so this will be n. Yes or no? So it was n. Like this, right? Now, so we started and I said that you need to just put all these values to get b first. B equal to summation of x y multiplied by n summation of x summation of y, and by what is that, summation of x square minus n x square. Okay, just a minute. Done. So this is what was the last topic, but now I started this. Do you remember? I said this, just put the values of n, summation of x, summation of y, and so on. And in a also you just put y bar, x bar, and then b. That is why first you need to get the value of b. Now what question comes, that also I told you. Sometimes question comes, find the regression line. You just have to put a and b. This is the, suppose b will get 5. Suppose a will get 7. Example. Then the regression line will be y equal to a value, a is 7 plus b is 5x. So this is how we can get the regression. But now in addition to that, you just keep a note that this line, you see this is the page number 369, series page 369. If you observe it carefully, it is written there that this is the regression line y on x. This is the regression line y on x. That means y is expressed in terms of x. So regression line y on, and hence this b is actually by on x. Could you understand? So I'm continuing from that class, so it will be by on x. So what you have done in the other day. And similarly, a is, after getting this, what is that? B and y. So this by on x, you need to put it. You need to put this by on x, you need to put it. and get this equation. So regression line are two. The first one is regression line of y on x. The other one, so there are two lines. I just started here, so I'm continuing from this class. So the other equation also you write down. So it is like that, x equal to. So I think you understand, x equal to a plus by. Now what does it mean? Regression line of x on y. All right. Then bxy. So since regression line x on y, so that coefficient b will be now regression coefficient b will be bx on y, and hence it will be summation of xy minus, it's the same thing, and summation of x bar y bar, yes or no, divided by, now here the summation of y comes first, summation of y square minus and summation of and y bar whole and y bar square. Could you understand the difference? When it was regression of y on x, denominator is x and x bar. Now regression x on y, so denominator will be y and y bar, right? And a is same, a equal to, it will be the same thing, so a will be as it is, x bar minus b y bar. Now this b is actually x on y. Are you getting my point? And so only the variable changes. So this is the regression line x on y. Question is very clearly given. Find the regression line x on y. So this is the how you have to do it. And a is for y on x, y first. For b on x, for x on y, x first. And just you need to put it. This calculation, you know, x and y will be the two quantities given. We did it the other day. Yes or no? X bar is the mean for x, y bar is the mean for y, and then get the required answer. Done? So once again, you see page number 369. There, I just gives one idea. In this, the regression coefficient, you know, b on y is also written like this: summation of x minus x bar multiplied by summation of y minus y bar whole divided by summation of x minus x bar whole square. And then regression line can also be written like that: y minus y bar b of y and x, x minus x bar. So actually this is the line only, that is a modified form, right? So we can use either this, which I did in the last class, or that one. All right, so I'm doing a question of finding regression line, and then I'll start the next topic. So start a question. Question 1 for today. Find the regression equation. Find the regression equation for the following. Equations for the following. What did you understand? Find the regression equation means you have to find regression equation y on x, x on y. Okay, both. So both doesn't come in exam. Anyone only asked in exam. So let's start this table. Start a table. I just take an example to make you understand. For any number you can do it. Yes or no? So these are the two quantities, x and y. X is suppose 61, 66, 68, 70 and 74. Okay, I'm just taking 5 quantities. Then y is suppose anything like 54, 56, okay, 58, suppose 60 and 64 and 62, right? So this is what. Now to get a regression equations, both the regression equations, first what you have to do it, as you have learned that day, we will find first of all x bar. X bar we need to find out. We need to find x bar. We also need to find y bar. Do you remember? X bar and y bar we just have to find first. Okay. Now how to find x bar? I have lesser space. I'm using the left hand side. Okay. So we will find x bar and y bar first. X bar we will find out, we'll also find y bar. So how to find x bar and y bar? Just the summation of all these numbers. I'm taking very small numbers, okay, 5 numbers only. All these numbers divided by what? 5. There are 5 numbers. So summation of, do it and let me know, divided by n. N means this total 5 numbers. Yes or no? Now 61, 66, all these numbers you have to add it, write it there. What is the number? Add it? No, total. 330, 39. So how much? 67.8. So that is x bar. Y bar, same thing. Summation of y divided by n. So n is again 5. Total is how much? 290. So 290 by 5. Tell me, what is the number? 58. Yes, 58. Alright. Now, by this second equation, as I told you, we can do any of the equation. By this second equation, this is what we have started the class today. You'll write it later. First you go by this formula, this equation. Alright. Now, by this, since I have given the question for finding both the regression equations, so I must have x minus x bar. Okay, I must have x minus x bar whole square. Okay, I must have y minus y bar. Because I'm trying to find both the regression equation line, yes or no? So I must have again y minus y bar. I must have y minus. If you know the formula, there is a good thing in statistics. If you know the formula, table says what to do. Okay, the formula says which column to be added. So y minus y bar whole square, and the last one is, this is the last column, x minus x bar multiplied by y minus y bar. This is the things we need to find it. Okay, and then we just have to put in b and a. Now x minus x bar, x is 61, x bar is 67.8. So what is the difference? Minus, is it 6.8? Minus 6.8. Okay, done. Then 66 minus 66.7.8 minus 1.8. Then x is this, x bar is that, so it will be 0.2. Then if you subtract from 70, 2.2, and then finally 6.2. So this is x minus x bar. Now by this table, we just now have to find x minus x bar whole square. So square of 6 minus 6.8, just do 46.24. Just you're doing the square. Keep saying it is 3.24. Am I correct? 3.24. Then 0.2 square is 0.04. What is that? 22.2 is 4.84. And 6.2, 38.44. So this is x minus x bar whole square. Now just y minus y bar, if you do y minus y bar, so y bar is already, it's a rounded number, 58. So y minus y bar, so 54 minus 58 minus 4. Understood what I'm doing? Then 56 minus 58, so minus 2. 58 minus, so it will be of course 0. Then 2. Then 62 minus 58 will be 4. Is it okay? Done? Now square. So square of this is 16. Square of this is 4. Square of this is 0. This is again 4. And this is again 16. Right? Okay. Now look at the last column, which is also required to put in b and a, b of xy and b of yx. Right? So in that, can I continue? Now we need to multiply x minus x bar to be multiplied by y minus y bar. So minus 6.8 multiplied by, understood now which two column? These two columns we need to multiply now. X minus x bar multiplied by, so minus minus plus, so it will be, tell me, 64, is it 27.2? 27.2. Then we multiply this, so it will be 3.6. And if we multiply this by 0, it will be 0, of course. Then again 4.4. And here 24.8. Now, if you observe the formulas, which columns to be added? You check it once. If you observe the second formula that I said, page number 369, see the formula? You just have to add which column? Summation of x minus x bar whole square for b of yx. Okay. Then summation of y minus y bar whole square for b of xy. Yes or no? And then what? And also this last column. Okay. So you just add it here. If you have still doubt, I'll explain what is there. So this is x minus x bar whole square. Right now you add it, all of you. You also add summation of y minus y bar whole square. You also add this last column, summation of x minus x bar multiplied by y minus. Add all these columns. Add these columns. Okay, just you add it till I write the equation here. You don't let me know what are the numbers. So therefore, first step to now get b of yx, y on x. So it will be summation of x minus x bar multiplied by summation of y minus y bar x bar whole square. Therefore, regression equation y on x y minus y bar b of yx x minus x bar. So are you finding the answers? Okay, then we can also do x y. Now you'll understand what for actually I'm using this second formula to get the answer. So x minus x bar, y minus y bar, then here summation of y minus y bar whole square. Then the regression equation y x on y. Regression, therefore regression equation x on y. So it goes like this, x minus x bar, regression coefficient b xy, y minus y bar. Okay, so before I continue, because you need to find this value yourself. Now, let me go back to the previous slide. Tell me, how much you got this? X minus x bar whole square? 92.8. And this y minus y bar whole square summation? Added now? 40? 40. Okay. And what about this? 6? Okay, rounded? Right. This is the table. Now, I'm showing the first formula which I started the class today and ended the previous class. You see, both of you, those who have come just now, it was the formula that we have done in the last class, how to get a regression line. Now, the disadvantage of using this formula, we have to find two coefficients. One is b, one is, right? Then we get the equation. We have to find two coefficients. One is b, one is a. But advantage of using this formula which I have taken just now, both the, we'll get the same answer. So advantage of using this is, you see, there is no a. With just one coefficient only you can get the answer. Could you understand? So this one might take less time. Getting it? So here we don't have a. You see that formula is only just modified to get this one, right? So you can use both, whichever you like. I have given you both the forms. Here we don't have a anywhere. You see, no a. So we can get it easily, right? So get the answer now. I have less space there to write. So if you now write it, it will be how much you got summation of x minus x? I think 60. 60 by how much? 92.8. Right? Divide it and write. Tell me point 0.6 final. Okay. So what could you understand? Now just you have to put this value of x bar, y bar and regression. How to read it? Regression coefficient y on x. Both you have come just now. We read it as regression coefficient y on, and this equation is y on x. That means y is expressed in terms of x. Now just put it now y. So y is y. Y bar. Y bar means it's already found in the previous. Y bar is how much? 50. Y bar means mean of y. So mean of y 58. Then b of yx, regression coefficient y on x is 0.65. X is x itself multiplied by x bar, the mean of x, which you have seen there, 67.8. 67.8. So 67.8. Now open the bracket and all, express y in terms of x. That means what I'm saying, you know, this will be y only, y minus 58. It will be 0.65x. Multiply this 0.65 and minus 67.8. So it will be minus itself, plus minus. Now say which number? 44 point rounded or final? Final. Now just 58 you take it to the other side. This implies y equal to 0.65x minus 58 will come plus 58 minus 44.07. So the y is 0.65x. So it will be minus, it will be 14 point. 13.93. So this is the regression equation. Y on x. Y is expressed in terms of x. So with this, I got the first equation. As I said, I'm going to do it both, but doesn't come both, only one. So yet I'm doing now regression equation y on x. Which part you'll try? Regression equation x on y. Can you do this? Similar only. Just put the values. Or is already there in the table. It is there in the table. So you put the values and get it. Can do it now. Get it. So first you get the value of regression coefficient x on y. X on y. Put it there. Tell me one by one. First of all, you will say b of xy is how much? You will also say, what is that? Equation is what? Okay. Get it. I'm going to start the next topic after this. Got it both? Did you get bxy? No. Huh? Final? How much? 1.5. Is it correct? Okay. So then it will be x minus x bar. X bar was 67.8. Yes or no? And this number is 1.5. Y is y. Y minus y bar 58. So x equal to 1.5 y. Say how much you got it after multiplying? 1.5 into 58 how much? 80? 87 point? Just 87. Okay. So this minus is here, plus 67.8. This implies x equal to 1.5 y. Then is it minus 19.2? So both the equations, regression equation x on y and regression equation y on x. Got it? So this is how this any one equation basically asked. So we have done although both just to make you understand. You just whichever equation is asked, you can either do by this method or the first one. The only the thing is that you should know the correct formula. Which formula is to be applied when. Okay. Is it done? Okay. Completed? I just have one more term to give you, which you can easily find out. Just you should know what is the term. Oh, write it, write it. Okay. Now, right. Next one. It is called standard error of estimate. So I just write it here first. Standard error of estimate. I'll also say when it is to be used. Estimate. So this is called standard error of estimate, denoted by SE. Okay, it is just the square root of, because the terms are known. When I write the formula, you will see these terms are already known to you. Summation of y bar square minus a summation of y. Okay, a summation of y minus b summation of x into y multiplied by n minus 2. Sorry, divided by n minus 2. All right. Okay. Just before I explain what actually this term means, first you see you can find it or not. From this table only, supposing from this table we can find or not. What is required? You see summation of first one, summation of y square. So y you have to do y. That day we did this. Y you have to do y square, then summation of y square. What is the next? A summation of xy. That day I discussed how to find a. This is the formula to find a. A is this. Okay. A will find it by using this, right? Then summation of. Okay. So the rest of the terms are easy. So a you know how to find it from the previous class. A summation of y. A is that coefficient regression. The a coefficient. There are two, b and a. So b also you know how to find it. Then you just have to put summation of y multiplied by a, b multiplied by summation of xy. Then n is the number of terms. So in the last question n was 5. So it will be 5 minus 2, 3. So these terms all are known to you. Okay. So if a question comes, find the standard error of estimate. Just you have to put the values from the table and get the answer. So this a question comes here also, a finding of standard error of estimate. You can do it easily. Yes or no? Just you know the terms, make it, get summation of y square, get summation of y, get summation of xy, put a and b by the previous formulas. Okay. If anyone is absent in the previous class, you see these are the formulas to get. These are the formulas to get a and b. All right. And basically we go by this formula, y on x. Okay. And then put the values. Okay. Now why this term is required? So you see we are doing what? Regression line. We are doing the topic. I just explained just in 1 minute why this term is required. Finding you can do it. Now what this term practically means. So when we are doing regression line, when you're doing regression line, so the regression line is like this. Okay, now if you get larger value here, more larger value, if you get here larger value, more than 1 or something like that, so that means we have scattering of points around the line. Scattering of point means I give some example. More money invested, more profit earned. So X will be suppose money invested. That the last day I gave an example of advertisements and all. More money invested in suppose advertisements. Okay, money invested. So this is suppose money invested X1. Y is suppose profit earned. How much profit is earned after investing the money, right? Now, so when this a standard error of estimate you get more larger value, it means that scattering of points are more. These are called scattering of points about the regression line. So it means that it's very, whatever X value is there, more money invested, that profit earning is, this is the line actually shows, it goes in a smoother way. But here, money investing doesn't always imply that we will be earning more and more profit. So the line says, this line says that declining, profit is declining, although money is invested more. If I have a line like this, what? Money invested, profit is also earning more. So about the line, the points will be scattering here. So more scattering of points is shown. Okay, that is less reliable. More scattering means less reliable. Means what? Money investing in that particular, or even share market also. The whole people who used to money invested in share, money earned in the share. So now more scattering, when it will happen, they will see that the market is volatile. That means it has less constant. Okay, money investing, you may not, today you are investing, tomorrow you might have a huge loss. Okay, so less scattering. Now if this value is smaller, if this value is smaller value, that means the scattering of points will be, less. About this, the scattering of points will be less. So scattering of points will be less means, suppose here, so scattering of points will be less. What does it mean? It means that money invested, profit earned will not be that much big, but it might have little profit, but it's not that volatile. That means what? You might earn, chances of earning profit there, although profit will be less. But a larger error of estimate means chances are there to earn more profit, but at the same time losing is also there because it is below the line also. That is why practically this error means. Okay. So many people now, those who go for this share market and all, they know many things. We know, people know, you invest money, we are not actually like that. They do lots of research and then they go for investing the money. Okay. Jhunjhunwala, you have heard of Jhunjhunwala, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. So these people knew many things about this. So they have done lots of brainstorming before investing, so they earn profit. Okay. Now our ordinary common people, what they do? Just have some money invested. So because of this volatile, because of the a larger value of this estimate, they used to lose the money. All right. Now, if another term, which you write it, I just give an example question from there. We'll do it. This is a very common question in exam. Calculate once again. Calculate the coefficient of correlation. X1 y. X1 y and get the regression line. Okay, regression line also. All right, and get the regression line X1 y. Regression line x on y. Okay, but this thing should be given in a slightly different way, this table. So this is x, this is y, this is arithmetic mean, this is SD. Okay, suppose the numbers are 40. See, this time the table is now, individual values are not there. We have the arithmetic mean, we have directly standard deviation. Okay, so it is short and easy, but since you do not know the process, so I'm going to explain it. 40, then 8, 40, then 8, 45, then 4. Okay, what are you doing? We're trying to find the regression coefficient y on x. That is correlation coefficient. So today we have done regression. Yes or no? So you said na R, that is correlation coefficient. Coefficient of regression. Yes or no? We will take the help of R, or R you can find it first. So just let us change it. Anyway, we have to find R. All right. So coefficient of regression, let us write it. Coefficient of regression. Yeah? Okay, fine. Both. I'm just doing today now x on y. You can also do y on x. Same thing. So I'm just making it shorter, but topic will be same. Now, if you remember the correlation coefficient R, do you remember anything about R? I'm just telling you which page number you have learned it. Correlation coefficient. Do you remember R value? Means the formula how to get R? Yes or no? Do you remember how to get R? So it is 0.4 is there, 5 is there, okay. R. Do you remember R is the correlation coefficient? I'm telling you where you have learned it. I already explained this correlation coefficient. Even I explained the values of R. Okay, let me tell you. Is there? See page number 351. Just to try to connect it, what actually we are doing and what we are going to do it, right? So you have learned how to find R. That is today we are doing what? Regression coefficient in R, and that is denoted by B. But that day we learned correlation coefficient. Page number 351. Could you get this R value? Coefficient of correlation, which I have already done. Summation of x minus x bar multiplied by y minus y bar whole divided by root of a summation of x minus x bar whole square multiplied by summation of y minus y bar whole square. Okay. Now, let's say here we don't have R. Do you have R? R we need to find out. X bar is there. This is just a minute. So R must be given somewhere, where you write it here, where R equal to, supposing 0.8. So this question, because we must have individual values of x and y, since it is not there, R must be given. Okay, R must be given. Now it's a new before I continue, this x is the arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean of x is how much? So this is x bar. Could you understand? And okay, write with another color, then you'll understand. Just a minute. So try to connect, huh? So this will be your x bar. This will be your capital X or small x bar. This will be your x bar. What about this standard deviation? X value standard deviation. So sigma, do you remember sigma? This is sigma x. This is the mean of y. So y bar. This is sigma y. Do you remember that? Okay. And I missed out this R here since the data are not given individual. No individual. See the question first one today which we have done. There are x and y individually there. So we can find the coefficient of correlation. But now it is given only. So what is the question? Find the regression coefficient x on y. So it goes a direct formula. It's like that. Regression coefficient x on y, no? I said x on y. So this is equal to. So just to make you understand, it is just r multiplied by sigma x divided by sigma y. Okay, this is the formula to get the regression coefficient. This is a very direct and short. So what you have to do? Regression coefficient x on y. What is that? R to be multiplied by sigma x, then sigma y. If this question, look at the board, which is not there. Now if it is byx, then what? Same only. R multiplied by sigma y divided by sigma. So that's why I have not given that. So I'm doing only this. Okay, put the values. Put the values of R. R is given 0.8. So R is 0.8. Sigma x means standard deviation of x 8 multiplied divided by sigma y, how much? 4. Is it 1.6? Now this is ready. So equation, which equation? X minus. So this is the what is that? This is the coefficient of regression. I got it. Coefficient of regression. Now equation will be very easy. Why? Because x bar y bar there only. So what is the formula? Regression equation x on y. So x minus x bar multiplied by, say, b of xy, then y minus. So this is the equation, right? So why did I say this is easy? Because we already have x bar and y bar. So this is the regression. This is the regression equation. Got it? Okay, just to put it now, x. Last time I was finding x bar and y bar. So since it is direct, x minus x bar how much? 40. B of xy, that means regression coefficient x on y is 1.6 multiplied by y. By how much? Y is y only, sorry. Y bar is 45. Just to simplify, write in x in terms of y. So with this yx, you know the formula already. Y minus y bar, then this will be b of yx multiplied by x minus x bar. Okay, so with this, regression and correlation regression is also over. Achha, tell me what is the final answer? X minus 40. So what is your 1.6y 72? So this minus 40 there plus, then it will be x equal to 1.6y. Is it minus? So this is the answer. Could you understand how to find the other one? If it's the same thing, same table, but asked coefficient of regression y on x, then it will be b yx. R will be there. Sigma y by sigma x. Same. Here also it is this ulta. Ulta in the sense regression equation will be y minus y bar. Then b of yx you have to find out. Then multiplied by x. So what equation comes in exam, you know? Same thing, same table is there. Question is, which of the following is the correct regression equation x on y? So one option will be this, Other option will be supposing 32y plus 1.6. So all four different equations will be, you just have to find out the correct equation. Okay, that is why basically statistics, even maths, they're the same paper we have. You must have a correct knowledge about the formula, which formula is to be used. Okay, so now with this, our regression and correlation is also over. You'll go by the questions which is there, sample questions, that how the MCQs, because I'm explaining the descriptive questions. From descriptive only the MCQs can be asked. What type of questions might asked in either form of MCQs? So you go through the sample questions given in each. Okay, even you can download from net. All right, previous year's papers and all. All right, so you go through the exercises. If you have doubt, you send me in WhatsApp. I'm going to solve it for you and will explain you. Right. So we're going to start probability. You have some idea about probability? Do you have some idea? Class 10 talk. Okay. 11, 12, no? 11 you have. Did you learn 11, 12? Okay. So here something extra we have. Only 10, up to 10 is okay. But many things are there related to class 11, 12. So probability will take 2-3 classes. Okay. So by the end of this month, I'm trying to complete this syllabus. Okay. Let's start probability then. Only the basic things. We have just 15 minutes left for today. So next day you don't miss the class, because that will be more than class 10. Even today now I'm going to start questions you will see higher than your class 10, right? So module 7, probability. That's a probability. In basic probability, probability of an event E. Okay, so probability definition goes like that. Probability of an event is what? Number of favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So this is the very first and the basic thing of probability, which all of you know. Total number of outcomes. Okay. Here the outcomes means all possible results. Yes or no? And what is that? Favorable means in favor of the question, what they are asking all about. So about that, the question, that number of outcomes that is favoring the situation, that is your favorable outcome. Okay. So since you have the basic idea, I am starting a question of little higher. All right. So let's start. We also have something like conditional probability. If you have studied, you got it. But since some of you have no idea about the conditional probability, okay, so just a minute. Just 1 minute. I'm trying to find a question. Okay, start the very first question. A coin is tossed. A coin is tossed 3 times. A person wins. A person wins if all the tosses. I'm starting with a very easy one. I'm trying to connect what you have learned before. So a coin is tossed 3 times. A person wins the game or whatever it is if all the tosses give same result. Give the same result. Right? If all the tosses give the same result. Question will be like that. Find the probability that he loses the game. He loses the game. Okay, so that means 3 coins are tossed together. So they might show head, they might show tail, or third one again might say show us head. The question is, when it is tossed together, what is the probability that and the person wins only if when the results are same result, means all 3 will be head or all 3 will be so then he wins. But the question is, find the probability that he doesn't win, he loses the game. Okay, for that you have to find sample space. You know what is sample space? The collection of all the outcomes, possible outcomes. Now I just have an example. Coin 3 times thrown. First one can give you head. Second one also can give you. Third one head. Okay. First one giving you head. Second one also head. It might be tail. You should go in order. It is again head. This one is tail. This one is head. It is head. This one is. Do I have some more outcomes starting with head? Here, can I have some more changes? No. So with head, these are possible. Getting it? So that is called sample space, where we list all the outcomes. Okay? You can do it in short and lesser steps, but since I'm explaining, so I'm writing all. So we have to write HHH, all head. HHT, HTH, HTT. So with head, no more possibility, actually. Starting with head. Say the next. All tail. All tail. THT. Right? TTH. What last I can have? THH. Now, the question is probability of losing the game. So I'm just writing probability of E, because you don't need to write steps, you just have to get a correct answer. So probability of E means probability of the event where he loses the game. Now where he will lose, in how many times he will lose? Favorable of losing how many? 6, because he will win only in this 2. He will win only in, because they are giving the same result. They are giving the same result. So only in this he will win. That means the remaining times he will, if this comes head, tail, head, he will lose it, because they are not giving the same result. That means he will lose in how many times? 6 times out of total 8 times. So what is the answer? Just it will be 3 by 4. Is it okay? Done? Achha, without doing also we can directly understand how many outcomes will be here without doing. So for that, look at this. This shortcut we can think of. Without doing, we can know this total number will be how many. You know what is that? How many times tossed? 3 times. 3 times tossed. What is tossed? A coin. A coin has how many outcomes? Head and? A coin has head and tail. 2 cube. 2 outcomes, no? 2. How many times thrown? 3. 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. If the same coin is tossed 4 times, head, like that, so it will be how many outcomes? 2 to the power 16. So we can get it number of outcomes directly, to save time. Or understood, no? So to save time, instead of doing again and again, we can save our time by doing all this. Okay. Right, and another and the last question for today, question 2. It's just a basic thing that I'm starting, as you all know. Okay, we're trying to write some more sample space. Also, do you have some idea about cards? Playing cards, 52 playing cards. How many queens, how many jack? Do you have any idea? No idea? Okay. No, I'm not asking. I'm not asking how to play. I'm asking how many cards are there. Do you know that? How many black cards? You know, you don't know this. Okay. Huh? No, total card to 52 only. I'm sharing now in the group. Okay, I have that. So just 1 minute. At least, huh? Huh? 26 each color. That means total how many cards? 52 cards. Half is black, half is. So half of 52 is 26. 26 black cards, 26. Okay, so I see. Joker and all. No, the problem is it will take time. Okay, I'm sharing after reaching home. Okay, you'll go through once. It's like I just give a small. There are 52 playing cards. Okay, uh, 4 categories. There are 4 categories. The categories are known as clubs, hearts, diamond, and then spade. Yeah, these are 4 categories. So these hearts and diamonds are red color. Hearts, you must have seen. The hearts are drawn like this. Those cards you have seen. But with what color it comes? Red. Diamonds also comes in red. Clubs and spades comes in black color. So the cards are drawn something like this. Okay, black color. I'm not very sure. The other one is also drawn like this. Okay, those two are black. You can see at home. Okay, so those are drawn black. These two are drawn red. Okay, this symbol might get altered. I'm not very sure about the symbols. Now, all cards are 13, 13. This 13, this 13, this is also 13, this is also 13. All 13, because 13 into 4 is 52. Now, which are red? This is red. This one is red. This one is black. So this is also black. Getting it? Now in each, and the name of the cards are same. Here, the 13 cards you have, no? Names are not different. All the names are same. When I share it today, you go through this. Okay, I'll be sharing. Now, the cards have king. Every category has king. Every category has queen. Every category has jack. Okay, joker. Yes or no? One more card is there which is called ace. And then we have the number card. 10, 9, 8, 6, up to 1. So 10, 11, 12, no, up to 2. Okay? These are the cards. King, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. These are the cards. Same cards are here. Same. Only what is different? Symbols and the color. They are different. Now these colors you have understood only. So these are called face cards. Why the faces are drawn in the cards? So face cards here 3, here also 3, because cards will be same, no? So this faces card will be in the hearts, this faces card will be in the diamond and also in spades. So total how many face cards? 12 face cards, okay? And how many red face cards? 6. Understood the calculation? Because here face cards will be there, here also face cards, 3, 3. Red face cards will be, black face card will also be. Total how many kings? 4. Red kings? 2. Are you getting my point? Black queen? Ace card? I'm not saying color. Ace card will be how many? 4. Black ace card? 2. Calculation you got it? If somebody asks you what is the probability of, so this question is completed only. What is the probability of getting a king out of all the playing cards when thrown? So total how many playing cards? 52. Color is not said, no? Said what is the probability of getting a king? How many kings? 4 is the answer. What is the probability of getting the jack of hearts? Jack of hearts. Hearts in hearts keta jack ase? One jack. So 1 by 52. Are you getting it? Okay, what is the it's a this type of questions are common in exam. What is the probability of getting the spade directly? What is the probability of getting the spade? Spade how many cards? 13 by 52. So this is the calculation. Okay, done. Clear now? No no no, ये अलग कार्ड है, अलग सा कार्ड है. इसका नाम ही जैसे ये किंग है, इसका भी उसका नाम है कि एस कार्ड. कार्ड का नाम ही एस है. आई थिंक इसमें एक है, इसमें एक. टोटल कितना होगा? 4. नहीं नहीं, ये कॉमन है एस. देन उस कार्ड, supposing this is the heart count, the card heart, here a number will be written 10. ये अलग सा कार्ड जो एस है, इसका कुछ. Okay, so 10 different, 9 different, ace different, king different, queen different. So they are different cards. Got it? So this is the details about cards. So I hope it is okay. I'm see, now which we are going to do it in the next class is probability, little higher. Up to this, more or less, you have got up to. But now I'll be starting little higher, and that is actually there. You must have come to know the conditional probability based theorem, so those things we'll discuss. Okay, thank you.